Well, here we are, boys. We're just coming into Riverview, which is up just off the Rivers Lee crossing. It's 1,054 acres of good scrub country, mainly Brigalow type country, running back up into a little bit of softwood and bottle tree country up behind the homestead. There's the homestead, and we'll go on through the property now and show you over the... Just looking across the front of the homestead at Riverview. The homestead has a very nice front deck. It's covered in so that you can close it up. It's all screened, and the deck looks out across the property. There's a very spacious internal lounge and dining room, basically all open plan, and I'll just do a pan around to let you see as it comes back into the dining room, which is just there. And then we go through into the homestead's got a very good sized kitchen in it, and I'll just do a pan around so you can see the full extent of it, wrap-around kitchen, and plenty of cupboard space, plenty of storage, which you need on a property. Now, just looking out the back of the house here on Riverview, there's a nice deck out here for a barbecue, and then looking back into the backyard, there's a good spacious backyard, and then we'll go in and have a look at the latter part of underneath the house. Just looking downstairs at the TV room or media room, plus the bar, and also a table here for meals downstairs. As you see, upstairs is the main part of the house, 4 bedrooms upstairs, and a lot of living area down.
And that's the yards coming up in the distance.
Yep. We're just coming down the laneway here, and this laneway allows for access to the yards from every paddock on the place. Now we're looking down across the flat over there. That's down towards the creek. Now that creek, when the dam goes in, the Rook Wood dam, that will back that creek up, and it will make all those flats available for irrigation. That can be farmed for the property. There's no doubt there will be a little bit of the property will be taken over by water, but there'll be much more made available for irrigation. Runs back down, and I want to draw your attention back down to ahead of us there, and I'm going to zoom up onto it now just so you can get a bit of a look at what I'm talking about. But that flat down there, that runs back onto the creek. Now when the Rook Wood Weir is completed, that creek will be full of water, and that's a very good flat there, that a very good portion of that flat could be irrigated. And then as I pan around here, I'm going to show you a bit more country here, and down on that rise, the second rise after the bit of a gully there, once again very good area for cultivation right along there. So that's the creek. The tree line you see is the creek, and I want to point out that this is in the irrigation corridor that has been set aside for the development of an irrigation corridor for the future off the Rook Wood Weir. Once again, I want to mention that there's 11 paddocks run off this lane that we're on here now, and of course the lane, as I said, runs down and up into the cattle yards. Every paddock is able to be accessed back to the cattle yards. Now, boys, what I'm showing you here, this is the creek where it will back up from the Rook Wood Weir when it's completed, and you can see down there the green feed and everything. That's just from a run. How many metres did you say? Well, there was 12-metre run in the river, and that put water up into that creek, and you can see the balance of feed there. But of course, once we get the Rook Wood Weir, and that'll have water, and it'll actually back right up around a big area of this. And of course, from there, then you can irrigate back behind us into the areas that would be suitable for irrigation. And once again, I want to reiterate that this is on the agricultural corridor, the gazetted agricultural corridor for the combined Rook Wood Weir irrigation area. Now we're just down here in the creek, and that's the water that's in the creek, permanent water in the creek all the time. And looking out on the other side, the property goes up over the side there as well. And but as I said, this will be all Once the Rook Wood Weir is complete, this will be all water and available water for irrigation for Riverview. Would suit lateral move and or centre pivot, so you can get a good idea of what we're talking about there on that flat land. Buyers, just want to draw your attention here. There's an idea of the depth of the black soil that we're talking about in these areas that could be farmed. I'll just come back across here and show you. There's another piece there. We're just about to go across this part of the runner, but you can see the depth of the black soil, and that continues up into those areas what we're showing to you with the flat countries. Good heavy black soil available for farming. Well, these are the yards here on Riverview, and I'm just going to be quick here because there's too much wind. As you can see, the whole working area is covered, nice cool area to work, and up on the ridge here it is quite a cool area. This will work around about 160 head of cattle standing, and probably working through, looking at about 90 head. Good size loading ramp there, and goes back down for the trucks access down that way. This is one of the lane accesses into the yards. The country buyers in the background of that picture, that's looking back down over that flat country that would be able to be farmed off the creeks, and the runners back up off the river from the Rook Wood Weir. And there's a bit of a look at the rest of the country looking back down towards the homestead.